Welcome back, WNST, Towson, Baltimore, and right here it says so, Baltimore positive. Calm, she keeps me calm, local, staying local, and doing a segment. It's been a long time since we've done a There Goes My Hero segment. So I brought the props out. I brought my wife out, a two-time survivor. So she's part of the props. And Michele Walsh is here from There Goes My Hero as well. Michele, I'm still working on Dave Grohl coming out and singing the There Goes My Hero song at a There Goes My Hero event. I know we had Hero Palooza all set from my neck of the woods over on the east side on June 7th. But, COVID's thrown a curveball to everybody, and I know you, Eric Sauer, Mary Kay, everybody at There Goes My Hero, and we're all very, very fond of you. We have all of our volunteer badges here and all of our wristbands on site. Want to give you some cheer and some oxygen to tell us what's going on with Hero, because obviously you being one of the founders and a survivor, there's always something going on at Hero, right?
Yeah, thank you, Nestor. And yeah, let me know when you get that Dave Grohl thing set up.
I'm working on it. Edie Brown. Anybody knows Edie? Tell Edie we got to get Dave Grohl to Baltimore to sing for There Goes My Hero. Okay, so Edie Brown will be the magician that makes that happen. All right.
Okay. Yeah. So there goes my hero. For those who don't know, our mission is to save lives, provide hope, and help those impacted by blood cancer. And we do that by getting as many people as we can registered on the bone marrow registry. As your wife knows, she and I and our founder, Eric, were all diagnosed with leukemia. And, we were told that chemotherapy alone was not going to be enough, that we needed a bone marrow transplant if we wanted to survive. None of our siblings were matches, and so we all had to rely on the National Bone Marrow Registry to find someone who was a perfect match to save our lives. And we're all very lucky that we did. And so that's why Hero, we do bone marrow drives to get people registered. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, we can't do any in-person swab registration. So we're doing everything virtually. You can go to our website, and if you want to become added to the registry, you can request a kit and do it yourself. Through a virtual bone marrow drive. We've partnered with DKMS, one of the national bone marrow registries. Both Jenn and Eric got their donors from them. And then we also have partnered with Johns Hopkins to do a Hero Fund, where we help patients with either transportation costs, co-pays, meals, temporary housing. So patient and family services qualify the patients and send them to us. So it's just really trying to help people out who have been impacted by blood cancer.
Well, I knew she'd do all the talking, right?
That was good.
That was good. Jen's like, that's good. That's good.
She got it down pat.
She knows what's going on. What do you want to say about this? Because COVID, Michele, your donors out in California. I know you attended each other's weddings. Jen's donor, Neil's, sort of famously on our Facebook feeds has saved Jen's life twice. He's over in Germany. We watched him get married at 6 o'clock in the morning online on April the 4th.
But we were online with the rest of his family.
Yeah, we're all watching
Right.
from afar. And I still have the Jen Strong stickers around, so, we're still showing those off. And it feels like it can be a minute ago when our friend Jen Amrine Dempsey is re-diagnosed, as she was about 3 weeks ago, right in the middle of COVID from Harford County. Also, the other Jen Strong. We got to get her some Jen. We should send these. We got a handful. Jen, we're sending these up to Bel Air for you, all right? So come get some stickers for the other Jen Strong. But keeping people alive, and Loriana and yourself and Eric, and it's really what it's all about. Then there's that sort of afterlife of when you get to know your donor, and I know Eric knows his donor as well, and I have not met her. I feel like I know your donor a little bit because I see so many pictures of you and her, and people have seen Jen and her donor as well, but it really is an incredible thing for everyone, and there's some magnanimous thing that happens amidst sort of dark times here during COVID where, we could all sort of wake up on the wrong side of whatever, but I don't think you can, or Eric can, or Jen can, or, anybody that's ever survived this the way you all have.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm just thankful to be here every day. I was supposed to see my donor this summer on a trip to California that had to be canceled. So I'm sad that I haven't seen her in person since her wedding. But yeah, you're right. You do learn a whole new perspective when you're faced with mortality and you get a second chance.
Well, do you want to say anything? Because you came in, we cleaned the studio up. I gave her I gave her a headset and brought her in. You are the survivor here. It's your story to tell.
And with Neil's, it stinks, but we were supposed to be at his wedding, and unfortunately not. And I don't know when we'll get to see him, but he's having another one in September. So
they have 2 weddings in Germany. It's a German thing.
A church service.
Which one do you drink the Kolsch and eat the schnitzel at? That's the one I need to go to.
I think that was the first one.
Yeah, we had it all together, Michele. Like we were going to the tulip fields. We were going to go to Cologne. Like we were like doing a whole like honeymoon thing with them in Amsterdam.
Yeah, joining them on their honeymoon.
Well, we were going to the Anne Frank house. We were going to we were going to float at Cone Float, which we love. We were going to drink some beer. We were going to eat some schnitzel. We were going to do some tulips. We were going to do the Van Gogh Museum in Vondel Park. And it's just all, the whole world's on hold right now, but there's still these miracles that are happening, and there are still, as we've realized, people getting diagnosed with leukemia every day who more and more have insurance issues, distance issues, donor issues, insurance issues, all of these things and jobs. And I know, that's what Hero's really about, is reaching out to those people and helping, providing some help, providing some hope for people. That's what you did when you came to Jenn's bedside back when she was fighting.
Yeah. And, as far as, as with all nonprofits, we're basically having to, right now we just postponed a lot of events, but, they may end up having to be canceled or virtual, but, it's loss of revenue too, which what we use to help these patients. So, we did participate in the Giving Tuesday Now campaign, but ours was a little different. We asked people to just pledge and give when they can, rather than asking for money now when a lot of people are, struggling themselves with this whole COVID-19. It's challenging.
You washing your hands? You staying safe? I got gloves on her, mask on her.
He doesn't let me leave the house.
Michele, man, you met her. She was going bald and fighting the first time, and she's always been frisky about the masks and the gloves and the needles and the vent balls that she brought home and the ports and cleaning the ports and all of that. She was pretty much her own nurse in that way. But I think for any of you who are immune compromised in any way, and I know you're way on the survival path, and Jenn's will be 5 years soon. But there's still the whole, it's a dangerous time, I think, for everyone. And I don't think we can say it enough that you're not wearing the mask as much for yourself as you are for Jenn and Michele and Eric and Loriana and anybody out there who could be compromised to a point where if this virus were to get to them, it could be fatal very, very quickly. And I know both of you and Eric and everybody else who's fought, you know what I'm talking about here when somebody's coughing in the grocery store. So,
or they take off their mask to cough.
They take off their mask to talk.
Or sneeze.
The mask is on for when you're talking.
Or sneezing.
And listen, I don't know what education you had, but my first day when they handed her the box of masks back on March 20th of 2014, I had never thought much about being married to the bubble girl and,
and think about
Purell.
it. When they did hand us the mask, I was like, we walk out of the doctor's office and I'm like, I'm not going to wear these. Like, are you crazy? What are people going to think? Well, now we know. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, and here we are, and you're here, and I'm here, and she's here, and we're all here, and we can do something good. Helping our friends, and there goes my hero, Michele Walsh, who was my wife's big-time coach and keeping her alive. And we keep looking down at the website.
I know.
And there's like Michele, there's like a 15-second thing that runs like a little flash loop on the front, and you and Jenn are in it.
But only the back of us.
But only the back of you. And more than that, like Jenn's hair is like 3 feet longer now, so it's...
It is kind of funny.
She looks like a different person. But you've been through all the stages of this. We love you. We appreciate you and all that you do for Hero. We have our cool pictures up from our There Goes Our Hero balls that we've been to and different stuff that we've done through the years of getting to know you. And it's weird how this brings people together, right? Do you want to tell the story about how we were all together before you got sick and Jen got sick and anybody got – or you had already been sick then, hadn't you, when you met Joe Flacco that night?
At that point, I'm trying to think. I had already been sick. I was wearing – my Snooki wig was actually a wig because I didn't have any hair at the time when I met you.
Oh, you were bald underneath the wig. So we did –
I had no hair underneath that Snooki wig.
Every year, Kevin Byrne from the Ravens would invite me down to MC the Halloween event. And this predates Jen. I had a date the year before I met Jen. I found a picture when Kevin Byrne was retiring of me with my date the year before I knew you at the Halloween event. So the
What'd
Halloween
you guys
event.
go as?
A pimp. A purple pimp. I was a purple pimp. I don't remember what she went as. I think she went as like a genie, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Anyway, but I found Kevin Byrne went as... Maybe Kevin Byrne and
Sally always
were,
had good
yeah, they had
outfits.
great outfits. So every year we would do this Halloween thing, and it goes back to Shannon Sharp in 2000 with the Ravens at the ESPN Zone. It moved to Dave & Buster's, and I met Jen in 2003, and we got married. And I don't know if you went to the first one, probably. We were married. So, I mean, every year we would do this, and every year it was for Goodwill Industries and Lisa Rosiniak and our friends there. And one year... a chick comes up to me looking like Snooki, and Joe Flacco was Jersey Joe. There's a situation. He
had his hair cut.
Right. He
Remember?
had in the side of his head. And I took a picture of this chick that looked like Snooki and Joe Flacco and said, that's cool. Remember that, whatever. So Jen gets cancer. We're at the hospital, and this lawyer emails me named Michele Walsh. She shows up on a Saturday afternoon. My wife was sick as hell, in complete darkness, completely flat, fighting for her life. And Michele shows up, and we're sitting there in darkness. We had to leave the room because we were bothering Jen talking. And she says to me, I was Snooki at the Halloween. You took a picture of me and Joe Flacco. So I guess we'll always have that, Michele, right? I mean, football brings people together, and I hope we get together soon for a baseball game. I know you missed the Orioles, and you missed the Redskins as well. You're not missing anything with the Redskins or the Orioles. I mean, both of your teams suck. So it's a good thing you can adopt the Ravens. Give me my Ravens
she's
hat.
missing Broadway. She's missing all kinds of stuff.
I got a Ravens hat right here for you. So, hey, we appreciate you and everybody at Hero. And in honor of Hero Palooza on June 7th, we hope that folks come out, make some virtual donations, do a good thing. I got a survivor here. We got a survivor on the line. For There Goes My Hero, and for Burton and for Eric and Mary Kay and everybody. We appreciate you guys. We hope to get together soon and do what we usually do now as survivors and heroes together. Eat, drink, tell stories, and try to save more lives. What do you think, right?
Sounds good.
That sounds like a plan to me. And thanks to both of you guys. You guys have been huge advocates of Hero ever since I met you guys in person.
30 ballparks, 30 days. We did that. I would have done 30 hockey rinks had she not gotten cancer the second time around. But as you know, Michele, I'm doing some good things at Baltimore Positive, and you'll be hearing from us this summer in conjunction with There Goes My Hero, and hopefully we can all get together and have a picnic, and I can hug you again. How about that?
Oh, sounds awesome.
Elbow bump.
Yep.
There she goes, Michele Walsh. From There Goes My Hero, we have our volunteer. We couldn't find our hero shirts, right?
I think they might be in storage.
You want to give a shout out to Dennis on your shirt? I want to show your shirt off. Dennis Colazzos from Coons Ford of Security Boulevard sent the Built Ford Tough shirt to Jen.
Because my maiden name is Ford.
She's Jennifer Ford Aparicio. So we still have
I
all
love
of
this
this
shirt.
stuff.
It's soft.
Man, my shirts, I wore them out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wearing Julio's shirt. If anybody's wondering what this shirt is, this is, especially in tough times, a Tommy's Margarita, por favor, to our friend Julio Bermejo. My album today was The Smithereens, especially for you.
Right.
So Julio was, I was
Connection.
introduced to Julio by Mike Mazeris from The Smithereens. So we got a lot of love here. Everybody that wants to know about There Goes My Hero, go to theregoesmyhero.org to get more information. You can always email me, nasty@WNST.net. Why don't you do more radio with me? Probably because you don't talk. when I give you the microphone. I mean, you do a lot of talking in the kitchen, do a lot of talking in the bedroom, a lot of talking in the bathroom. You talk to the cat, you talk to engineers, and then I bring you on the radio, and you're like,
I don't think that's true. Not all the time, but you like to talk, so it's hard to.
when I
sometimes
stop talking and I
get in
give the
there.
mic to someone else, they say things like,
Yep. Nope.
nope, what he said, what she said.
Yeah. You know. You mean like that?
Just like that.
Okay.
I am Nestor. She is Jen. We still have a few Jen Strong stickers for Jen Amorine Dempsey up in Harford County. On the fight, keeping the fight alive. Elbow bumps for everybody out there.
Stay safe. Wear masks.
Wear a mask to protect people like her. Okay? Thank you. We are WNST.net, AM 1570. Keep it calm. Staying local. Drinking Tommies. And stay in Baltimore positive.